Hi everyone and welcome to the latest edition of Just Good Games. This is a slightly delayed review, but a review nonetheless of a game I've been looking forward to playing since it was first announced. I'm of course talking about Stray, or as it's better known as, the game with the cat. Did I think that it was the cat's pyjamas or a stinky turd left in the litter tray? Well, there's only one way to find out. But before we crack on, I need you to do one thing, and that is go down there and hit that subscribe button, please. So with this game, there's no better place to start reviewing than the cat itself. You can tell that the devs have really studied cat movement and cat habits, as they have crafted probably the most realistic and true to life animal gaming protagonist that has ever existed, and that is a massive category. Jokes. You really do feel like a cat, and as we know from Disney's Aristocats, everybody wants to be a cat. The way the cat effortlessly jumps between ledges and runs is so lifelike, and there's all these little animations and interactive activities that don't really need to be there, but just add so much to the games. Things such as being able to rub up against the robots, knock around objects, get your head stuck in a paper bag, drink water, scratch trees and sofas and knock things off of ledges are just what cats do. So it's amazing that this has all been added. So gameplay wise, it's almost like a puzzle, platforming walking simulator type game, but with a cat. It's not too difficult and can be completed in about 5 hours. The crux of the gameplay is just jumping from ledges, running away from enemies, and solving puzzles with your robot friends that you can use to collect objects and interact with the other robots. It's very basic, but to be honest, it doesn't need to be much more than what it is. You build a great bond with your robot companion over the short length of this game, and with the few characters that you interact with as well. The story is very basic, but there's a good mystery about it, and the atmosphere of the game is very good too. I'm not going to go into spoiler territory on the story here, but it's actually surprisingly deep and emotional at times. As I said before, you really bond with the few characters that you interact with. Finally, I'm going to talk about the other star of the show, besides the cat, and that is the world. The post-apocalyptic robot-inhabited world is so good, and it really feels lived in and also empty at the same time. It strikes that nice balance. This world really added so much to the mystery of the game. You really want to find out what happens here and why there are no humans. Also, what are these weird creatures called the Zurks, which act as the only real enemies in the game. The world is also just looks beautiful on PlayStation 5, and the music again really adds to the whole atmosphere and presentation of the game. It's a slow burner for a short game. I don't know how that really works, but that's how I'm describing it, and there are some nice set pieces as well. This review, very much like the game, is short but sweet. It's very difficult sometimes to review a game that you only really have positive things to say about. For a nice 5-hour distraction from the big 100-hour open world games, it's absolutely perfect and is a real jewel in the PlayStation Plus Premium's crown. I hope we end up getting more games like this, as it is just a great and unique game. So not more games like with the exact same concept, but more games which are a bit out there like this, as that would take away from the uniqueness. And that is something we truly lack nowadays in the gaming world, where there's loads of sequels and remakes. In my opinion, this is a top 5 game of the year easily, and although it won't push Elden Ring for the crown, I'm sure it'll be above many bigger and hyped up games in people's end of year lists. With this all being said, I'm giving Stray a just essential games. Thank you for watching, and thank you for making it to the end of the video. Now I just need you to hit that subscribe button, like, share this video everywhere, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and once again thank you for watching, and you have been watching Just Good Games.